An inclusive and equitable community where all are welcome. That's the vision for the City of Dubuque. But to be that, we have to be committed to the work. Today's episode of Delivering Dubuque is going to be about the Office of Shared Prosperity and Neighborhood Support. And we're going to talk about the ways that it is leading the way to make sure that we're reducing the barriers that stand in the way for prosperity for everyone who calls Dubuque home. So just over a year ago in 2021, the City of Dubuque created a new department called the Office of Shared Prosperity and Neighborhood Support. So here today to talk to us about this new office is the director, Anderson Sainci. So Anderson, welcome.
Thanks, Mayor Cavanagh.
Good to have you today. So this new office, it's a big undertaking. The name alone is a lot to unpack. Just give us a rundown of kind of what the Office of Shared Prosperity and Neighborhood Support is all about.
Yeah, thank you. So our mission is to address, prevent, and reduce poverty throughout the community, and not just for individuals, but also for communities. There's pockets of neighborhood that are experiencing poverty differently, and so what we want to do is figure out how to use data to make sure we're moving the needle to ensure that everyone in our community is experiencing prosperity. And we also have the neighborhood support side, where we're responsible for meeting with various neighborhood organizations throughout the community to make sure they are enhancing and also doing what they feel is best for their community.
You know, this office, I know, came from the fact that the City Council adopted something that we called the Equitable Poverty Prevention and Reduction Plan. So poverty is really a focus of this office. Can you talk a little bit more about that and what that means?
Yeah, so about 2 years ago, we had a consultant who came into Dubuque to understand how the economy was moving. And by talking to people and looking at the data, we recognized that there was a growing population that were experiencing poverty. There were people who were working and still not making a livable wage to support their families. There were issues like transportation and childcare that was disrupting families and individuals. So what we want to do as a department is continue to look at the data to understand what's going on at the local and state level when it comes to poverty. We want to collaborate with a variety of partners, public and private, to make sure that everyone is moving in the right direction when it comes to making sure we have livable wages, when it comes to childcare, transportation, just all of those indicators that will ensure that everyone in our community is experiencing prosperity, as we will say in our department.
Mm-hmm. So I've heard you say the word data a few times now. So it's not really just we're going to go and start doing these things because we think it's the best. We're going to do these things because it's what the evidence tells us, what the data is pointing at to say we need to go and do this.
Yeah, we want to be data informed in this department, right? We don't want to just do things because it's a feel good. We really want to not only look at local and state data, but also talk to real people and track what should people be making in the city of Dubuque in that context, and be able to share that data throughout the community with both public and private partners to make sure that if people are falling below that threshold, what are we doing collectively to scale those people up so that way they can have a good paying job to do whatever is best for them and their families, or for them themselves.
Yeah.
And I think the neighborhood side is a key. And so it's very important, once a month we meet with a variety of neighborhood associations throughout the community that have different ideas and projects that they want to work on that's important for their neighborhood association. And as we hear a collective voice of the challenges, we want to bring that to the decision table, because as we center those who are most impacted, they have the solution as well. We also have a small grant that supports neighborhoods and a variety of projects that they want to work on. It could be beautifications, it could be barbecues, you name it. Whatever community means for them, we want to support it.
And I know that we're going to be locating your office in Engine House number 1, right there on the curve of Central Avenue. Really cool old building, but it's right in a very important neighborhood. And this is on purpose, right?
Proximity matters. We think as we're located there, we're able to connect with real people who are experiencing poverty. It's just easy access for people to talk with us and to meet us at a central location where they feel safe and they're comfortable. And also for the neighborhood associations that are predominantly downtown, it's an easy place for them to come and eventually host their meetings, their events, to talk about things that they want to do to impact their community. And I think that's very important, to have a central place for community members to hang out.
That's great. And it's so important to meet people where they are and to go to where people are, I think, to be able to actually have more of that relationship with them. We can't always expect everybody to come to us as a city and be able to explain what it is that's going to help them best. It's best for us to be there in the community helping them, I think.
And to be able to just listen to people, right? We don't have to have all the answers right away. Sometimes we just have to be able to listen and offer the space for people. And being there next to the central corridor, there's a direct connection where people who live down there see the city is investing in their community, their neighborhood. And again, we want to be part of the solution with them to solve the problems that they're facing every single day.
Well, we're actually sitting right in Jackson Park right now, and I know that Temwa and a group were down here working on a project, so I think I'm going to go talk to them about that. But I want to thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you coming down and having this conversation with us, and good luck with everything that you're doing in the office.
Thanks, Mayor Cavanagh.
Well, Temwa, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for meeting today. So you're the Community Engagement Coordinator
Yes.
for the City of Dubuque. So tell us a little bit more about what that means and kind of the projects that you're working on.
So as a community engagement coordinator, I just get the opportunity of being out in the community, building relationships and just finding out what are some great things that are going on that people are excited about, but what are some things also that they want to see actually happening within their community. And part of that is through their neighborhoods and just getting connected.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, we mentioned earlier, we're in Jackson Park. I remember one of those things that we did as a community engagement project was right here in the park, actually. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it was actually a great opportunity for us to be out here, just to not only beautify the Jackson Park, but for the neighbors to actually get really excited about where they live. And the coolest thing is that the kids were so excited about it that they actually shared all this through word of mouth. You can never be too young to be engaged, right?
Yeah.
And so now they have something to be able to talk about with their friends, their family about that. They were able to be a part of this amazing project, but then now they also get to play with their friends on some fresh mulch. So
yeah, that's great.
Yep.
So another way that you get involved in helping people understand city government and the city of Dubuque is through a program called City Life, right? Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about that one too?
Absolutely, I'm so excited about that because the City Life has been an opportunity for community members to get involved and find out how the city actually functions. So they meet with 18 departments, they get actual tours where they see the facilities, they get to ask direct questions and find out exactly what they want to know. And then what's great about that is we always encourage our community members to get involved, and we tell them different ways that they can do that through like boards and commissions or with neighborhood associations as well.
Yeah. So using data to guide efforts, meeting residents where they're at, really delivering a Dubuque for all. I know it's early, but we are really excited about everything that the Office of Shared Prosperity and Neighborhood Support is taking on and what it's going to mean for the future of Dubuque. Well, thanks a lot for being here today to talk to us more about this, Temwa.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
It's a great day to be out here, isn't it?